Have you ever gotten feedback, but because it was so unstructured, not really documented, you couldn't take any action upon it? Like when you got feedback for a product or a service you wanted to launch, your new app or your dog walking service. Or even on a personal level, when you got feedback on your performance or gave each other feedback in your team on how the last sprint felt for each of your fellow teammates. You were super happy, people took time to pass on their feedback, but then you weren't able to make anything good out of it. I can totally relate. Before I got to know about this tool that I'm going to share with you, like 11 years ago at the School of Design Thinking, I hated feedback. I thought it was a waste of time, made no sense at all. It was just personal and all over the place, and I couldn't create value from it. So long intro, today I'll share with you the feedback matrix, a structuring tool to help you get 360-degree feedback on your products, service when you test, which then actually saves you a lot of money, because when you understand what your feedback giver, best case your user needs, you can improve your app or your walk-talking service. And yeah, on a personal and team improvement level as well, because that is what feedback is and should be, a gift helping you to improve, to grow, a breakfast for champions, and you're a champion, so let's go. Hi Hedis, I'm the founder of Hedis Innovationgym. If you're new to this channel, here it's all about tools and mindset approaches to support your journey as a creator and innovator. Subscribe if that sounds interesting and hit the bell to get notified each time I post a new video, which is Tuesdays. So again, what is the feedback matrix? Simply put, it's a structuring tool that helps you to organize and document your feedback according to categories. It changed my way of looking at giving and receiving feedback, as I said, and that of really hundreds of my clients. It's simple and it's powerful. So you create a canvas or a page with 4 columns. First column, thumbs up. Everything your customer, your consumer, your client love about your product, your service, or on a personal level, everything they love about you, or as a team, everything that was positive while you went through the process of working together. Always try to be super specific with giving feedback. For instance, if somebody would say, I like the way you interact with people, I like the way that whenever I have a question, like the other day when I was asking you about the Slack thread functions, I didn't get, even though you didn't have much time and it's really not your area of expertise, you still took the time and helped me, and it feels really like you're a true colleague versus you're a good colleague. And if you're receiving feedback, ask for a specification if you don't get it, because there's nothing worse than receiving it and you have more question marks in your head than before. Then it's not having any kind of purpose. So you should get answers and inspiration to move forward through the act of feedback. Make sense? I hope so. Okay, next category. I think you kind of know what's coming up. It's thumbs down or everything, anything that was missing, that your colleagues, your consumers didn't like, that was perceived negatively. I really didn't like that. That doesn't make sense to me at all. ... Simply put, negative feedback and things to improve. It sounds bad, but actually it equals your opportunity to grow. So this is really your gold. Never, ever skip it, please. If you're testing a product or a service and not take this serious, you might as well create a product nobody wants and end up losing all your money. Bad. Okay, number 3, third column. Questions that everyone has, people have, consumers have, customers have, team members have. Can you offer your coaching qualities to our newbies at the company? How long will you be able to work from home when leading a team of 10 people? Things that people question in the process comes here. A lot of gold in here as well. And then number 4, ideas that come up in the feedback process. Absolutely gold. Ideas that come up naturally or that you can ask for. For instance, you could ask your consumer, okay, what would you really, really want? And then somebody could say, well, you could have a mentoring lunch twice a month to answer the questions that newbies have. Whatever it is, whatever ideas pop up, come in here. Congratulations, that's your feedback matrix. Now there are multiple ways on how to receive feedback with the use of this matrix, and still there's this question of what do I do once I've received it. So first, I find the best way to receive feedback as an individual or as a team testing a product or a service is on a big matrix canvas. You can cluster your feedback right away. It's best to have them on Post-its, I find, so one statement, quote, on it. If you want more on that, how to become a Post-it pro, there's an innovation session that might be helpful to you. Or you can give out paper with the printed matrix on it and people fill it in. Upside is people do it for you, but the downside is you really don't have the power over it, and maybe you can't make sense of what they're writing. Maybe sometimes you can't even read it properly. So best is really to collect it yourself and then cluster it onto a big canvas. Now, last step, once you have all your feedback collected, to finish up the exercise and again make what you've learned actionable and take the most out of it, go to each category and mark 1 to 3 most relevant ahas, feedback, Post-its you want to act upon. Make a decision, take a decision. As a team, you can use the dot voting technique. There's an innovation session especially on that. You might also want to check that out. Or as an individual, you just go ahead, mark the ones that you find most relevant right now, this moment. Don't throw the others away, because you might want to go back to them and find them useful as well in a later stage. Okay, dear creator, that was the feedback matrix. I really hope you find this helpful. Give it a thumbs up if that is so, and subscribe if you haven't done so, and if this content is of value to you. Also, if you like this content, you might also find the innovation session of the feedback hand relevant. It says it's for virtual team, but it's really for any kind of feedback situation. Thanks for your energy. Hopefully till soon, and keep on creating and innovating. Bye bye.